Board, lovely. So we're making sure we've got a drink nearby, lots of space and some comfortable clothing. All right then, guys. So the first part of the class is the same, our nice familiar kind of movement base. So when we're ready, let's just start off with some nice gentle walking. Good. So we're keeping this pace nice and slow and just really warming ourselves up after, well, actually the weather's been all right today, but you know, it's still a bit topsy-turvy, isn't it? Good, lovely. So just staying with this for now, a little bit longer. Good. Okay, so when we're ready, let's add in those heel dips. So heel in front, toes towards the sky, just lightly increasing that movement at the ankle. Fast or slow as you want. Good, lovely. Perfect. So we're keeping it nice and gentle today. I know we've got a couple of you not feeling too great. Want to make sure we're not overdoing it. Good. Lovely, couple more here. Perfect. Let's change these now into side taps. So again, not too worried about range right now, just gently opening out the hip. Perfect, tapping down with your toe. Lovely, this looks great. Perfect, a few more. Well done, guys. Okay, last one in this position. Let's add in those toe taps behind. So again, it's just lightly tapping the toe behind. We're not worried about the stretch element of this just yet. Good. Stay with it. Perfect. These look great. Well done. A few more. Just starting to open up that posterior chain, so all those muscles down the back of your body. Good, lovely. Let's go for the last two. And then we'll switch this back into a nice gentle walk. Well done. So we're staying on the spot here for a little while now, so kind of get comfortable with your pace. And do feel that you can take breaks whenever you need. You know who I'm looking at. Good. Okay, so when we're ready then, let's add in shoulder rolls. So we're rolling our shoulders up close to our ears and letting them drop. Really emphasizing this movement. These look perfect. Well done. Always feels nice, especially if you've been stressed sitting at your desk or whatever in the day, just to ease off those upper back muscles. Good, legs still going nice and gently. Perfect. Forgot to set my watch up. Okay, we'll do two more, and then on the second one, once we hit the top, we're going to go back in the opposite direction. Lovely, really bringing them up nice and high, and then letting the shoulders drop. Good, well done. Lovely. Good, a few more here. Great. Let's go for two more. And two. Lovely. When you're down, you can give your arms a little shake. Always makes it feel good. Lovely. Then we're going to keep the legs going, and we're going to go on with single arm circles. I'm going to start with my right arm, just lifting the arm right up, trying to get as much range as possible here. So I'm aiming to hit my ear. We know I've got good range because I'm a swimmer, but we'll see what we've got from everyone today. Good. Very good, everyone. So just really feeling that stretch across the shoulder and the chest, especially when we hit kind of the back of the body through this. Good. Keep it going. Lovely. Let's go for two more, and then we will switch directions after that second one. So we'll come up, hit the top, and go back the other way. Good. Lovely. Stay with it. Perfect. Nice deep breaths when you're going through this. Lovely. Two more. Perfect. Last one. Great. When you're finished, arms come down, give it a little shake, and then we're carrying on straight away with the other arm. Brilliant. Good. So you may have more range on one arm rather than the other, and that's okay. We'll work with what we've got. Good. Well done, guys. Perfect. Great. Keep it going. Lovely. 2 more big circles, then we'll switch direction. How much range can you get out of these? Good, then we'll hit the top, back the other way. Beautiful. Stay with it. The sun is really shining right now, it's lovely. Hopefully a taste of things to come. Brilliant, well done guys. 2 more of these. And 2. Perfect, arm come down, give it a little shake. Lovely, like everyone did a little kind of dance there. Now we're going to push the arm across the body. So we're emphasizing that stretch across the shoulder here. Good, well done. So your hip might turn with you here, maybe it just stays facing forward. I don't mind, whatever suits you. Good. Perfect, how long can you make that arm? How much reach can you get across the body? Beautiful. Good. Lovely, stay with it. Great. Let's go for 2 more on each side. Take your time. Good. And again, last one now. Perfect, arm come down, have a little shake. We're now going to plant our feet about hip width apart. I've got a slight wiggle in your toes, but your heels are nice and solid. Hands on your thighs, and we're just going to reach and lean back up and down the other way. So we don't mind how far you're going on this, just see what kind of suits you today. Just reaching and leaning, feeling that stretch up the side of your body. Good. If that's feeling okay, we can add in our arm overhead, increasing that lever, just making it a bit more of a stretch. If that's too much today, please do keep your arm down. Good, well done. Just a few more, we're almost there. Nice deep breaths, enjoy the stretch. Good. 1 more on each side. Perfect. Lovely, all right. So when we're ready, let's start that walk back up again. Nice and gentle. Good. So again, we'll get comfortable in this position, find that rhythm that suits us. Perfect. Then we're going to go in with our single arm chest fly. So I'm going to start with my right arm. It's going to lift the arm up in front, and we're going to bring the arm backwards and forwards. Good. So I'll turn to the side, really emphasizing that range behind the body to feel that stretch there. Good. Well done. Stay with it. You can bend the elbow if you need to make this a little bit easier by reducing that lever. Good, well done. Nice deep breaths throughout. Good. Perfect. Okay, let's go for 2 more on this arm. Last one now. Perfect, arm comes down, little shake. Opposite arm's coming up. We open and we close. Good. Well done. Lovely, stay with it guys. How much range can we get here? Good. Deep breaths. Let's go for 2 more. And 2. Lovely, arm comes down, quick little shake. Then we know it's one of our favourites here. Both arms come up. We imagine we've got an elastic band between the two. We pull and we close. So we're really kind of bracing our shoulder blades here, bringing them in together as we move through this. Good, well done. Lovely wide hand span. Arm span, arm span. Good. Stay with it. Might be feeling it in your shoulder, especially if you've not done too much in your arms today. Just keep holding. You can bend the arms if you need. Good. Still walking nice and gentle. Let's go for 4 more wherever we are. Good. 3, 2, well done. Last one. Perfect. Arms come down. Give them a little shake. Good. Next up, we've got our pushing away, letting our shoulders come round and our back arch and pulling back up. So we're really emphasizing that movement of pushing away and pulling tall. Good, these look great. Stay with it. Belly button's pulled in throughout. Good, Lovely. Well done, guys. A few more here. Working on that perfect posture when we're pulling it back up. Remember, we did a lot of that in last month's sessions. Good. Well done. Let's go for 2 more wherever you are. Make them good ones. Last one. Perfect. Arms come down. Little shake. We've got our overhead press now. So the legs are still going for now. Elbows bent, hands going to by our shoulders. Then we reach up tall, reach for the ceiling, then pull it back down. So again, we're trying to make ourselves as tall as possible. Everyone's watching out for their ceiling lights. Good. Well done. Well done. Stay with it. Nice big stretch. How tall can you become? Pulling in the belly button. Good. Almost there. We've got 1 more move after this, then we get a drink break. Let's go for 4. How tall can you go? 3. Good. 2. And 1. Lovely. Well done. Arms come down. Little shake. We're going to bring our feet now to slightly wider than hip width apart. Toes facing forward, knees facing forward. We've got our little squats, okay? So we're squatting down and then pressing up towards the ceiling. So we're in the warm-up, so we don't need massive range here, but we do want to make sure our knees are staying in line with our toes, our chest is facing forward and up, and we're looking forward. These look great. Well done. Just a few more, and you get your drink. Good. Let's go for 4 more, wherever you are. Take your time. 3, 2, well done, last one. Perfect, well done. Arms come down, give it a little shake, legs can have a shake. Grab your drink. Good work. Part 1 done. Lovely, I'll give you all time. Let me just turn my book. Let's wait till we all come back. That's it. Lovely. So next bit we know is going to kind of bring our heart rate up a bit. We've got our pulse raiser. If we're not feeling very well or our backs are hurting, please do take extra breaks here. Slow it down when needed, all right? I can see nodding, you're listening to me. Good. All right then, guys. So when we're ready, I think we're all back. Yep. Okay, let's start off with walking. So now we've kind of warmed ourselves up a bit. We know we're going to be walking that little bit faster. So what's comfortable for our pace today? Let's say we're walking the dog and the rain started coming down, so we're in a bit of a hurry. That's it. Vicky liked that one, I saw smiling. Good day. So, whatever pace you've picked, you can speed it up, you can slow it down, you can take breaks. Don't feel like you're glued to this, okay? Find what works for you. Good. And then when we're ready, we're going to bring in our pendulum swing. So we're going to start on one arm, lifting it forward, pushing it back behind. So I'm really interested in that movement behind the body. Yeah, that's it. Keep it going. Well done. Heart rate is slowly going to start to come up, but we're all right with that. We're ready for it. Good. Well done. Great. Stay with it. Perfect. Just a few more. Good. Let's go for 4 more. This will go quick. 3. Good. 2. 1 more. Lovely. Hand comes down. Give it a shake. We're then going to carry on with the opposite arm. Swinging it forward and backwards. Good. Lovely. Katie, bless you. Take breaks when you need it. There's no shame. Good. How much range can we get on this, everyone else? Good, well done. Mark, Gemma, brilliant. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, good. 2, and 1. Lovely. Arm come down, quick shake. Then we're going to go with both arms. One goes forward, one goes back. Perfect. We know I like this move. We like that kind of the way the muscle is going to work in different directions and the fascia. It's a good one. Perfect. Few more, keep going. Well done. We have got a little bit of coordination coming up in this class, so this is going to put you in good stead. Yeah, don't need to sound so unhappy about it, guys. Stay with it. 4 more on each side. For 3, good. 2, and 1. Lovely. When you're finished, arms get a shake. Let's wiggle over to the other side of the room. Good. So the first few, we're checking we've got space here, okay? So we're doing 2 steps one way, 2 steps the other. Good. Arms can do whatever they want. Making sure we're kind of checking the floor. Got no dogs, cats, plants, children, whatever else underneath. Good. And gradually just kind of opening out our hips to these lateral movements. Good, well done. Perfect. Stay with it. Nice deep breaths. Heart rate's going to start climbing again because we're bringing in these movements now. Good. Okay, next time we hit the starting position, we're going to add in bicep curls. We're going to bend the elbow, bringing our wrists up towards our shoulders. Good. We step, we curl, step, we curl. Perfect, these look great. So your pace here, you could be my speed, you could be slower, faster, I don't mind, it's your workout. Find what works for you today. Good. Well done. Stay with it. Looking strong. Great. Perfect. Okay, next time you hit the starting position, both arms front raised, we're fanning one another. Good. Well done, we deserve this. Beautiful, stay with it. I can see lots of smiles today. You're all enjoying the sunshine, I think, rather than me. Good. Well done, few more. Perfect. Deep breaths. Good. Okay, next time you hit the starting position, let's change it to over the head. So overhead raise, both arms. This is the hardest one we've got. Good. Well done. If this is too much today, please do revert back to one of the other arms or no arms. It's all fine. See what suits you. Good. Keep stepping, keep breathing, keep smiling. Well done. Good. Lovely. Almost there. All starting to get warm. Let's go for twice more out and back. Wherever you are. Deep breath, last ones. Good. All right, arms come down. Give them a shake. Well done. Nice big deep breath. Made you work there. All right, so we're going to slow down the pace of our legs and we're going to increase to a march. So we're trying to get our knees up to our hips if we can. Good. Lovely. Katie, keep your legs low. Good. So we're walking backwards and forward now. When we're ready, checking we've got space, especially when we're going backwards. Good. Arms can do whatever they want. Perfect. So if your knees aren't high today, that's fine. See what's working. Can't always have good days, unfortunately, but we do what we can. Good. Perfect. Lovely. Keep it stepping. Well done. Let's go twice more out and back. Doesn't matter if you beat me back or I beat you, we'll all catch up. Good. The last one now. Well done, these look great. Perfect. And then we're getting back to that starting position and we're staying on the spot. Good. So while we're here now, legs are going to keep going and we're going to tap the opposite knee with our hand. Perfect. So we can keep the arms low. For this, if we want a bit more, arms can go overhead. See what suits you today. Good. Well done. Nice mixture here and I'm good with that. I'm going to keep chopping and changing, which is also allowed. Good. Few more. I know the hip flexors are getting tight. Good. Keep breathing. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. A little walk just to ease out those hip flexors. Give them a little rub if they want right at the top of your quads there. Good, well done. Nice big deep breath. All right, we got one more bit of big movement, then we got our nice little stretches, all right? So we're almost there, guys. So, are we ready? Let's bring in our side taps. Arms can do whatever they want for now. So we've got more range here than we had in the beginning of the warm-up, because we are warm. Good. Great, well done. I'm ready to see everyone's best disco dance moves when these get going properly. Few more here. Lovely. Okay, so once we've gotten comfortable, let's add in our arms. So when we're ready, same arm, same leg, half jack or half stars. Arm can be low or high. Good. Lovely. Great dance moves, everyone. Perfect. Stay with it. Just a few more. I'm going to let you have a breather. Your heart rate's going to come down and you're all like me again. So stay with it. Good. Well done. Let's go for 4 more on each side. It will go quick. 2, 1. Lovely. Arms come down. Give them a shake. Well done. So we never stop immediately, do we? So we're still walking, but we're going to gradually slow the pace down. Nice big deep breaths. Open out your chest. Bring your shoulders back. Good. Everyone's posture changed then. Well done. So slowing the legs down even more now. Good. And just keep slowing down till we eventually hit that nice gentle pace we had at the start. Maybe even slower. Good. Okay. So we're going to go back to those heel dips. We're going to keep it nice and slow now. So the heel comes out in front, toe towards the sky, really slowly from one leg to the other. Feeling that stretch on the back of the leg, especially in the calf. Good. Nice and slow. Nice deep breaths. Well done. Perfect. Let's go for 4. For 3, good. 2, lovely. 1 more, good. Okay, then we're going to flick around and push the foot back down behind us. So we're tapping the toe down and then aiming to get the heel towards the floor. It might hit the floor, it might not, and that's okay. Just really focusing on straightening that back leg and that intent. Good, well done. Lovely, really good stretch here for the back of the legs, especially even up right at the top of the hamstrings a bit. Perfect. A few more here. Good. Let's go for 2 more on each leg. Keep them nice and slow. Lovely. Last ones now. And there we go. Wonderful. Grab your drinks, guys. That's the movement part done. Let me find my new notes. Unsurprisingly, I still don't know the new one. I mean, it is brand new, so we have to let me off a bit. Perfect. So, talking to Katie directly now. Katie, you'll like most of this, and most of it should be good for your back. We have got a little bit of a modified kind of yoga-y bit, nearish the beginning. Adapt from that and maybe just stick with roll downs. Sound good? Lovely. You can see nodding. Everyone else, you've got no excuse. You'll all be fine. I'm going to have my quick drink. Perfect. So, brand new one. So we've got some openers, which are very familiar with. We've got roll downs. We've got a little bit of a modified sun salutation, which we had a few months back. And actually, most of you enjoyed it, I think. Then we get down to the floor. Lots of familiar bits and a couple new ones. But yeah, you'll like this one. So, when we're ready then, guys, let's get our feet about hip width apart. We're just going to bend the knees, open out, hands towards the ceiling, reaching nice and tall and letting it drop back down. Nice big openers. So take your time on these, enjoy them. Let your heart rate and your ventilatory breaks, your breathing, everything calm down. And just check in with how our back's feeling today. Lovely, these look great. Well done. Oh, nice deep breaths. Good. Perfect. Let's go for a few more here. Lovely. Last two. Take your time. Good. And last one. Perfect. Arms come down by your side. You can have a little shoulder roll here while you're waiting for me to move if you want. Good. So we've got some roll downs. So we're not going to go all the way down to the floor on these, just as far as is comfortable, and keep it dynamic and moving. So feet again about hip width apart. Slight bend in the knees, wiggle in the toes, hands on the front of your thighs. Good. Drop your chin to your chest. And we're just going to pull the belly button in, and we're just going to roll it down as far as is comfortable. Good. So the more bend you've got in the knees, the easier this will be. So do play about with that. And rolling it back up and rolling the shoulders when we get to the top. Good. And we'll keep this moving. So you'll work at your own pace here. Take your time. Don't feel you need to rush. We're doing a few, so you're not going to get left behind or anything. Good. Again, nice, big, deep breaths throughout these. Lovely. And just going as far as is comfortable. That might be your thighs, it might be your shins, it might even be the floor. It's going to vary person to person and day by day. Good. A few more of these. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. Lovely. Perfect. Well, let's go for 3 more wherever we are. Good. Perfect. Lovely. Last 2 now. So if you finish before me, that's okay. You can just wait at the top. If you finish after me, we will wait for you. So it's all okay. No matter what your pace is. Lovely. Last one when you're ready. Chin to the chest. Bend in the knees. Belly button pulled in. Just rolling as far as is comfortable. Good. And slowly back up. Perfect. So when we hit the top, let's have a nice roll of the shoulders. Good. Okay. So we've got kind of our modified sun salutation now. So a bit of a yoga-y bit, which we're going to kind of stretch out, especially the back of the legs and everything. Okay. So take your adaptations. Take it nice and slow. So I'll talk you through it, but when you're ready, we're going to start off with an opener. So we're going to open the arms, reaching up to the sky, really trying to be as tall as we can. Good. Then we're going to swan dive it down. So bending in the knees, letting the arms come out to the side, and then letting it hang no matter how well we go. Good. So just holding it here for a second or 2. Perfect. Then we're going to bend the knees enough so your hands can reach the floor. And we're going to walk out just 3 or 4 hand steps and then push the heels and the bottom back so we're into downward dog. So it doesn't matter how kind of low you get, how much of a stretch you get here. I just want a little bit of movement. Good. Then we're going to bend the knees and we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. Good. Take your time. Have a pause at the bottom and then gently roll it back up. Lovely. Good. So I know, Katie, you've got back pain today, so maybe stick with this, just doing the openers and the roll down, something nice and gentle. Don't feel you need to get yourself to the floor just yet. Good. Everyone else, shall we go again? So we're openers, we're lifting up to the sky, nice and tall, fingertips to the ceiling. Good. Arms come down to the side, swan dive, bend in the knees, let it hang at the bottom wherever you are. Good. Nice deep breath here, just feel that stretch on the back of the legs. Good. Then we're going to bend the knees a little more so your fingertips and hands can reach the floor. Then we're going to step out just 3 or 4 hand steps, push the hips back and the bottom back into downward dog. Good. Hold it here just for a second. Belly button's pulled in. We're stretching all right. Good. Then we're going to bend the knees, walk our hands back towards our feet. And then when we're there, we're just slowly roll it back up. Good. So we go for 2 more of these, then we're moving on. All right, so let's make the most of them. So opening the arms up towards the ceiling, nice and tall. Good. Swan diving down, hands to the side, knees bent, letting ourselves hang. Good. Lovely. This looks great. Nice breather here. Then we'll bend the knees as much as we need to get the hands onto the floor, walking out just 3 or 4 hand steps, and then push the feet back and your hips back. Downward facing dog. Good, nice deep breath, pulling the belly button in, really stretching down the back of the legs here. Then bend the knees, walk yourself back to your feet, and slowly, slowly roll it back up. Good. We're going to do one more, and this time, when we're in downward dog, we'll then transition to the floor. So Katie, do you want to take your time and get yourself to the floor? Use props and everything nearby to make sure your back's feeling okay. Sound good? See, thumbs up, excellent. Okay, everyone else, you're with me. So we're bending the knees, arms up towards the ceiling, big stretch, last one. Good. Hands come down by the side, bending of the knees, swan dive, let it hang, have a breather. Good. Then we're going to bend the knees more, get the hands onto the floor and walk just 2 or 3, 4 maybe hand steps. Push the hips back and the heels back into downward dog. Good. So just hold it here for a second. Then what we're going to do is going to bring the weight forward onto our arms, bend our knees, and then we're in nice tabletop positions. I'm going to rejig my camera, guys, so you all may want to do the same here. So, typical, I've dropped everything, so bear with. Lovely. Rejig, rejig. Perfect. We'll have a quick cat stretch while we're here, because that always feels good. I can't see past my water bottle. Good. So we're in that tabletop. Hands are underneath our shoulders. Knees are underneath our hips. Let's just start with some cat stretch. Okay, so we're going to duck our tailbone in, arch our back, chin to our chest. Good. Then release this, tailbone up, slight dip in the back, head up towards the sky. Good, lovely. Keep this moving nice and gently. It's a good place to kind of check in with how your back is feeling and just bringing this round. Lovely, keep it moving. Perfect. So we're going to do a couple rotations of this and then we'll move our bodies around so we're sitting up, no, in fact lying down with our knees bent. Okay, so a nice familiar position after this. Let's go for one more rotation. Arching our back, angry cat. Releasing our back, head up, happy cat. Good. So then when you're ready, guys, we're going to flip ourselves over. So we're lying down with our backs and our hips and our shoulders on the floor and our knees bent. Good. Take your time, however is comfortable for you. Perfect. So I'm going to move this plant. So what we're going to be doing is our very familiar single leg extension. Okay, guys. So we're going to keep our back down the whole time here. So remember, that's our key focus, is that we're focusing on pulling our belly button in and pushing our lower back down onto the floor. It's been a while since we've done something in this position, so remember that and check in with that. Hands can be by your side or on your torso, whatever's comfortable. And then what we're going to do is, keeping our heel in contact with the floor, we're just going to lengthen one leg, good, and bring the leg back and repeat on the other side. Good. I'm just going to keep this moving nice and gently. We remember this one. It's a nice one. Good. Lovely. Perfect. So keeping that belly button pulled in, helping to support our core muscles here. So that's our abdominals and our lower back. Nice and gentle movements here. Good. Few more. How long can you make the leg as you stretch it? Really trying to get kind of as nice length as possible. Good. Perfect. Well, let's go for 2 more on each side. Take your time. Thinking about how your back's feeling through this and how everything's moving and hopefully is feeling good. Lovely. Last one. Perfect. Then replace those bent legs. Arms kind of by your side and just get comfortable. I've forgotten what we're doing next, so I'm getting a nice book out. Perfect. Okay. So next we've got it's a new one. Okay. So you can tell I'm a swimmer that I came up with this one, okay, but I think it's quite interesting. So hands again can be on your torso or by your side, whatever's comfortable. But what we're going to do is kind of mimic a single leg breaststroke, but in this position, okay? So you're going to bring your leg out to the side, keeping your heel in contact with the floor, and then back up. So we'll do it all on one side for now. So you're emphasizing that kind of swing round and back up. Vicky's looking lost. So swing the knee out and around so it's long, and then back. There, she got it. Nice. So pulling that belly button in through this. So we're kind of combining the hip circles we've done a lot of and the single leg extension. You can see where this came from, right? Yeah, well done, that's it. Rolling around, nice big circles. We're going to go for 4 more on this leg. Heel stays in contact with the floor throughout. Good. 3. Lovely, these look good. 2. Well done. The last one. You can see why I said wear socks now, can't you? Leg comes back in. Reset your back if you need to. Pulling that belly button in, pushing your lower back down. Let's go again on the other side. So we're rotating that hip out, imagining we're doing a kind of breaststroke. Good. Perfect. Well done. Stay with it. Nice. You're going to have one leg that's a bit better than the other. We always do. And that's okay. Good. Lovely. Few more here. We're looking strong. Well done. Let's go for 4 more. Take your time. Opening the hips out and bringing them in. Good. I kind of lost count, so I'm going to go for 2 more because that seems right. That's it. 1 more. Perfect. Legs come back, bending the knees, shoulders down. So if you want right now, you can have a little rock. I know some of you like the rock, some of you don't. But whatever feels comfortable for you, you can have a bit of a breather. Good. Well done. Okay. So next up, we've got a little bit of an abdominal work. Then we've got some shoulder bridge coming up. It's another nice rock before we move over. So lots of familiar bits. So you remember before, and I think this was back in February, so correct me if I'm wrong on this, we kind of brought in those little abdominal crunches. Do you remember when we reached up a little bit? I want to kind of adapt that a bit, and we're going to keep it nice and gentle, but we're still going to be working similar muscles. What we're going to do instead is we're going to raise ourselves up slightly, and we're going to tap one leg, then come back and reset. Okay, so we're kind of bringing in a little bit of an abdominal twist. So we bring the shoulders up, keeping the gap between our neck and our chin. Tap forward towards one of your ankles, back and replace. Then we come back up and do the same on the other side. That's it. Good. So the main things to remember is pulling in that belly button, keeping that strong core. And also you're imagining you've got like a big juicy apple underneath your neck. So you're not kind of head banging. I don't want to see head banging. Good. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, well done. Good. So I don't mind if you're not actually hitting your leg or your ankle. That's the sort of that's the thing you're aiming for, but you don't actually need to hit it. We're not going to do too many more. Belly button pulled in, that's your main constant here, and coming down to a rest after each twist. Good. Let's go for 2 more on each side. Almost there. Good. Well done. Last ones now. Down, back up, and finish that off. Good. Well done. Relax. Again, you can have a little roll right now if you want it. Good. I never make you do loads of them, but it's nice to chuck them in there and remind yourselves that you can do it and it is okay. So next up, we've got some shoulder bridge. So that's nice and familiar. We like that one, right? So we're going to keep our feet in contact with the floor. We're going to keep our shoulders down. We're going to start off with our hands on the floor by our sides. If we are comfortable with this, we can change and lift our arms. I don't think I currently have space for that, but others of course that you can. And then what we're going to do is peel our hips off the mat, arching our back, head up towards the sky, head up, chest up towards the sky, sorry. And then release that and gently lower. If that is too much for you today, we can keep this low and just work with a pelvic tilt. So kind of see where your level is today. And we're just going to go through about 6 or 8. So nice and gently, just moving through these. You can go for the full shoulder bridge, or you can stick with a pelvic tilt. See what works for you today. Good. Lovely. Nice and gentle. And what we're trying to focus on is moving our back kind of vertebrae by vertebrae. I know I keep hammering on about this, and I know it's almost impossible, but we're trying to keep this nice and slow and get as much movement through all of our back, every single section as possible. Well done. Let's go for 2 more. Nice big deep breaths. Lovely. Let's go for the last one now. Good. Perfect. All right, you're finished. You can have a little rock again if you want one. And then what we're going to do is slowly roll ourselves over onto our front. Okay, so take your time. And what I want is we're going to be nice and long. So make sure you've got enough room that you can have your arms out in front of you and your legs out behind. Okay, good. So the first thing we're going to do is an arm raise. Okay, so you've got options here. The easier option will be you have your arms kind of bent at your side. So I'm kind of, let me just show you this way. So my arms are kind of in a cactus kind of pose. And all we're going to do is lift one arm, lower, lift the other arm, lower. If our backs are feeling good today, we can have both our arms out straight in front. And again, we just lift one arm, lower the other arm, and then lift the other arm, sorry, lift and then lower. So what we're doing is kind of keeping our chest down, keeping our belly button pulled in, and just extending one arm after the other. So again, you can keep your elbows bent if you need for this, but just lifting one arm, then lifting the other. Belly button pulled in, just lift. Looking down at the floor. I know I keep looking up to look at you, but I want you guys to keep looking down. Good, well done. Lovely. Good. Great use of adaptations where needed here, guys. You can't always be on the kind of top level, so just feel that you can adapt as and when. Let's go for just a few more. For 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. So you can bring the arms down to bend the elbow now if you want to make this a bit easier whilst we're in that this sitting position. I'm going to shuffle forward just so you can see my legs a bit more. So this time we're going to keep the arms down flat and our head can stay down, and we're going to lift one leg and lift the other leg. So I don't mind how high or low your leg is getting here, but I just want you to raise one leg, lower, and then the other. So this is quite challenging. So do kind of feel you can keep this nice and low and keep looking down. Good. Lovely, well done. So we're working our glutes here, squeezing our bottom, and we're also working our lower back a bit. Perfect. Nice and gently, just lift and lower. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Have a breather. So you can, if you want, in the breathers, you can sit up in kind of prayer stretch and push yourself away. If your back's feeling tight lying down like that, please feel that you can move around in between. But you probably guessed what's coming next, didn't you guys? So we're going to put that together. So we're going to lift one arm. So let's say we do the right arm, and then we'll lift the left leg at the same time. Then we'll put them both back down and repeat the other side. So lift the left arm, lift the right arm. It's kind of a bit like dead bug. I can't see Vicky's face right now, but I'm sure it's disdain that's looking at me. Catherine, you quite liked dead bug, didn't you, I think, in the end? Yeah, Catherine liked dead bug, so she's happy. Not everyone is. So what we're going to do, we'll lie ourselves down. So look down, keep your head down, or your chest down rather. Arms out straight in front if we're feeling strong. If not, bending the arm, keeping them kind of cactus towards our side. Legs out long, and then what we're going to do is lift the right arm and the left leg, lower, and then lift the left arm and the right leg and lower. Good. So if this is too much, please drop it back down to just doing the arms and then just doing the legs. You don't need to be doing it all at once if that's not feeling okay today. If it is, we'll work through this. So we're pulling the belly button in. I've only just got room enough to do this on camera right now. But we're adjusting. We lift and we lower. Perfect. Looking down, looking strong. Well done. Good. Just a few more here. We're almost there. I've referred to this in my writing as swimming, alternate swimming. It's kind of like it. Let's go for 4, for 3. Good. 2. Last one now. Perfect. Then I want us to sit ourselves back into prayer stretch. Okay, so if we remember that, it's our knees bend, arms come forward, we kind of stretch. So you can have your knees out wide if you want to make this a bit more comfortable and a bit looser, I suppose. Good. Nice breather here. Well done. Okay, so you like the next one? It's cat stretch again. So we like cat stretch. So when you're ready, guys, back into that tabletop position. I made you do weird things, so I thought I'd better be nice. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your tailbone in, arch your back, chin to your chest, angry, angry cat. And then let it, heard my cat meow there. Let it drop, tailbone to the sky, dip in the back, head up, and keep it moving one way to the other. Catherine has got a cat visitor while she's doing cat stretch, so that she gets bonus points for that one. Good. Keep this moving. Lovely. So your back might feel a little bit tight because I just made you do something strange, but hopefully this is kind of easing it out a bit for you. Good. So we've got a couple more moves to go and then we'll be done. So when you're finished this last cat stretch, level your back out. So it's, I hate to say flat back, but you know, you're not in an arch position in either direction, whatever feels comfortable. Pull the belly button in. So we can, at any point through these, come off our wrists and have a wiggle, okay? So if you need to, please do. And what we're gonna do, nice familiar one, we're gonna lift the arm forward in front, bring it back down, and the opposite side, front arm raise. So it's literally exactly what we've been doing lying down, but now we're bending our knees. So we're gonna be able to get more range from this. But what I want you to focus on is, as always, pulling that belly button in, looking down at the floor, and trying to wiggle as little as possible. Good. Well done. Let's go for 4, for 3, good, 2, and 1. Lovely. Sit yourself back, have a little wiggle on the wrist. You can do both arms together, you can do 2 arms separately, just come off that weight off the hands for a while. Good. Next up, same again, but with just the legs. So you go back into that tabletop position, pulling the belly button in, it does make a big difference. And then what we're going to do, so the level 1, if we're feeling a bit sort of tight in our back right now, is to keep our toe in contact with the floor as we lengthen one leg and then the other. If we're feeling strong, we can lift that leg up behind, good, and then the other. So whichever one we're doing, we are focusing on keeping our belly button pulled in, looking down at the floor and trying to rock as little as possible. Perfect. Catherine, I literally just got like a full portrait of your cat. She just came and looked right at me in the camera. It was adorable. I'm here for this. Katie, Mum and Vicky, you've got to get your dogs to come and look straight at the camera. Clearly that's what we're all missing out on here. Couple more where you are, looking strong. Well done. Take your time. Last ones on each side now. Good. Perfect. Then sit yourself back, little wiggle of the wrist. Brilliant. Well done. Okay. So we've got one more. We're going to put it all together, okay? So we're going to go with the alternate arm and leg raises, okay? So if your back is feeling tight today, please don't feel the need to do the double. You can stick with just arms or just legs or maybe a combination. But if we're feeling strong, we come down into that tabletop position again. Belly button pulled in, hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips, good. Then we're going to lift the right arm and the left leg. Then we're going to bring that back, plant it back on the floor, lift your left arm and your right leg, so the opposites, good. And keep this moving. So look down at the floor, pick a point that looks nice and still, keep your belly button pulled in and just moving through this, good. And again, if it's too much, stick with just your arms, just your legs. You could even do some cat stretch if you need. Good. Lovely, well done guys. This is your last bit of work today. We're almost there. It's got a nice stretch after this. Good. Let's go for one more on each side. Take your time. How little can you rock through this? I barely gave myself enough room here, so it's quite a challenge. Good. And then when you're done, let's sit back again into prayer stretch. So your bottom comes towards your hips. You can bend your knees outwards if you like. Hands come forward, nice big stretch. Have a nice deep breath. Good. Well done. A few more seconds here. Good. Okay, so I want us to bring ourselves back forward into that tabletop, so that 4-point. And then what we're going to do is kind of a static thread the needle, okay? So you're going to pick up one arm. I'm going to start with my left arm. I'm going to thread it under my right, and then I'm going to sit back again. So sitting back into that prayer stretch, but with the arm through. Good. Just hold that there. Really going to feel that stretch across the shoulder. You can look at the hand or you can look down at the floor, whichever's comfortable to you. Just a nice big deep breath. Good. A little bit longer here. Perfect. Okay, let's come back up to tabletop. Replace that hand. Let's thread the right arm this time through the left and sitting back down into prayer. Good, well done. Just hold that here. Again, you can look down at the floor. You can look at the fingertips of the hand you've threaded through. Couple more deep breaths. Lovely, okay. Bring your arm back out, back up into tabletop, and then you are finished, guys. So I'm going to rejig my camera.